Hey guys, what is up? The Gaming Gadget here, going back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about DC Legends of Tomorrow, Season 3, Episode number 10. In this episode, we got to experience a lot more stuff with Mallus. We got a little bit more insight to who he is and what his plan is, but it's still very shady on what it could possibly be. A couple videos ago, I came out with this video saying that Savitar is Mallus. After this episode, it's a little bit less likely, but he is still my top choice for a number of reasons. First off, it says Mallus rises, dies, and reigns throughout time. In the end of the Season 3 finale of The Flash, Savitar was attempting to scatter himself throughout the whole entire timeline, but got disrupted while doing so. So he may have only got transmitted to certain parts of the timeline, hence the dying during some points. We also know that Mallus lives in a dimension, which we saw a little bit of this video with Sarah and Nora going into it. But from the last episode, we know that Mallus lives there as well, because he said something along the lines of someday our escape and then you will surely be defeated, or something along those lines, like all villains do. Now, what if instead of this being another dimension, it's the end of time itself? A great hiding spot for Mallus, and a great space to put people after he's possessed them. We also know that Mallus is only a man, as in the last episode when Sarah got sucked in that dimension for just a couple seconds. We saw a hand reaching out to Sarah through the reflection of her eyes. We know that Savitar is only a man, just appearing to be a god, kind of like Mallus is now. It means that Mallus isn't a demon, he's a man. Now, a lot of people are saying that Savitar cannot be Mallus because he just doesn't have the same powers, but that is completely untrue. Just a few days ago, we had someone comment, Mallus can give powers to people. Savitar did the exact same thing when he possessed Julian and had him give powers to everyone who had them in Flashpoint. Now, obviously, alchemy worked under Savitar, so it is very likely that Savitar could have given these powers to alchemy, therefore he would have them himself and have the ability to give them to himself. So in other words, if Savitar is Mallus, he could have given himself these powers that he now has. But on the off chance that these powers were directly from the Philosopher's Stone that Julian got when finding it, it is possible that because he's stuck in whatever dimension this is, for who knows how long, he could have learned how to harness these powers and use them for his own doings. Therefore explaining that if this is Savitar, why he has these new powers that he previously did not have in Season 3 of The Flash. And obviously that dimension isn't someplace you go when you die, so it's not like it's a spirit world or anything, because Sarah's died before and she would have recognized it. As far as the powers to resurrect and possess people go, when that process of scattering himself throughout time got disrupted, it could have caused him, after he had died, to experience some issues, where not only his physical form changed, but so did some of his powers and his capabilities. Now obviously, as I explained before, Mallus is a man, meaning that he isn't actually the demon that they think he is, which is why none of Constantine's spells worked on him. Anyway, so guys, if it is Savitar, he may be looking for revenge on the Legends as he wasn't able to defeat the Flash. Now, instead of making Barry suffer from Iris being dead, he's going to do it through another route of making the Legends dead. My second option is Leonard Snart, not the one from Earth X, but the one that we all know and love from Earth 1. Obviously, he is dead, or presumed to be dead. Like I said, Mallus has reigned, rises, and dies throughout time. And seeing as Captain Cold died in a Time Master's base, the technology in there that sends people throughout time in the ships could have just scattered across, hit him, and sent him into a whole bunch of different timelines. The rest of the stuff that I said about it being Savitar can apply to Captain Cold as well, like how the explosion could have messed up his form and his powers and abilities. The only thing that doesn't quite apply is the plan. Now, if this dimension is the end of time, Captain Cold would have a lot of time to contemplate and realize that the Legends didn't do anything to save him. They just abandoned their friend. Now, obviously that wasn't what his mindset was when it happened to him, but if he has really been stuck at the end of time for who knows how long, he could have formed some crazy ideas inside of his mind. Maybe figured out ways to develop some of these abilities on his own while stuck in there too, and then decided to go after the Legends for revenge. So those are my two options. Obviously, it could be a whole handful of people, but we don't have time to discuss all of them in today's video. So if you would like to leave more suggestions down below, I will be happy to respond to any of you guys on that. Or if you guys just want to tell me why you think it's one of the 2 people I've listed, make sure to tell me down below as well. And again, I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as possible. Now, obviously, their plan doesn't have to be for revenge against the Legends. It could be to try to take over the whole timeline, or just take over the world at some point in time, or a whole numerous point of other stuff. Now, since we don't know for sure who he is, we can only speculate what his plan may be. So again, guys, my best idea of what the plan could be is that it's revenge against the team. If it's Savitar not being able to defeat the Flash and wanting to get revenge against him in another way, or if it's Captain Cold getting revenge for them not saving him. But moving on to a new subject, we heard that Captain Hunter has escaped. Where he went is the question though. Obviously he wasn't fighting against Mallus, as we didn't see him at all in the last episode. Now it is possible that he was just getting preparations to defeat Mallus, or it's possible that he's been trying to sabotage the Legends and the Time Bureau. Let me explain. In the promo for next episode, we see that the Legends are trapped in a time loop, and it's possible that a Time Bureau is too. Now, since Captain Hunter has escaped and the Time Bureau is going to want him back, afraid that they might convince the Legends to try to arrest him as well, sabotage both of their ships so they get stuck in a time loop and therefore aren't able to figure out where he's gone to and how to apprehend him. Therefore, he gets infinite time until he sets them free to find Mallus and destroy him. So in this last episode, I'm guessing that he was getting stuff prepared in order to sabotage the Legends and the Time Bureau ship in order to make it so they cannot get out of the time loop, and therefore he's able to go and fight Mallus on his own. So get ready for that. Anyways though, guys, as I've already explained, the Legends are now stuck in a time loop. So it is up to you guys to tell me, how will they get out? Will Captain Hunter set them free? Will the Legends find their own way out? Will the Time Bureau help them find their own way out? And how long will it take for them to realize that they are stuck in a time loop? I'll leave it open discussion for all of you guys, but it's going to be fun seeing them deal with that in the next episode. But until then, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and of course, Gadget on.